Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's up. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On target to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. first down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Turns it loose. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. With that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. Fights off a defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a crease. It's up. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Burks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Right on target this time.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
With the catch, it's Staley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Ramsey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Quarterback adapting. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle. No big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. To the air, it's Mateer. Lofts one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. There have been a lot of great quarterbacks to wear the crimson and cream, and he is fitting right in.
That boy good. I mean, what can't he do? Just spinning the ball down the field, making big plays. The space in the offense, the speed in the offense. Always big-time explosive plays with the Sooners.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's reeled in. It's Sategna. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Defense looks like they're coming. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. Oh, a lot of space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you go for it. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Aguilar. That's caught. It's Staley. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch, bringing the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback making checks. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Lost to throw again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Ford, and Oklahoma. Man, it didn't end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Ncaa26 jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, who he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee. So quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expected to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, though. Tim Banks is going to do a great job at defensive coordinator on that side of the ball. And you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot. There are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
And the Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. On the move, it's Thomas. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Iowa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Got it set up on the outside. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Burks. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's the Tegna. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short game. Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Hunting on first down, but why? Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Aguilar. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun. Wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And it'll be down right there. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. That's caught. It's a tag now. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football, and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
Man, let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Makes the catch. It's Lewis. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. That's one of those when the quarterback watches the tape, he's going to say, why did I do that?
And that's one of those when the defender watches the tape, he's going to go, man, I wish I would have picked that. That was a golden opportunity. You can tell QB put too much air underneath that football, and the defense couldn't take advantage of it.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Finds space on the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They want to run this quarterback. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. As a result, it's an incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! They put the first points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at it. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Right on the money. money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. First play of the period will be a second down. Going up top again. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
The short hands, it's Staley. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. It's a running room. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing and understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started.
Wide open spaces. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Hits him in stride at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Aguilar. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Connection to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense in a bunch formation. They just keep firing. And the third down pass is incomplete. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Give to the back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them in any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for loss.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. He breaks a tackle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll run for it. He's in open space downfield. Flying down the right side. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Sooners. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback making adjustments. They want to throw it. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.